Your AI can fail without changing its model. An attacker may only alter information the system retrieves. That weakness is called RAG poisoning. A believable document enters the knowledge base quietly. Later, a normal question retrieves it as context. The model uses it to recommend, rank, or act. The answer may appear grounded in retrieved evidence, but that evidence can be false or hostile. Retrieval security is now decision security. A retrieval system begins with a question or task. It searches a knowledge base for relevant passages. Those passages enter the model's context. The model answers using that added information. Some applications only show a response. Agents may continue into tickets, messages, or changes. The model was not retrained. External knowledge changed what the application could conclude. That layer creates a powerful trust boundary. Knowledge bases rarely contain only reviewed internal documents. They may ingest drives, websites, tickets, emails, and uploads. Connectors synchronize content from many different owners. Pipelines extract text, split passages, and create embeddings. Each source has unique permissions and quality. A compromised account can alter a trusted repository. An unverified provider can introduce false material. Accidental errors can also behave like poisoning. Ingestion belongs inside the security perimeter. Imagine an agent retrieving internal troubleshooting documents. A manipulated file claims an unsafe workaround is approved. It resembles legitimate internal guidance. Automation indexes it without verifying ownership or integrity. Days later, an employee asks about that failure. The retriever selects the manipulated passage. The model recommends the workaround confidently. An agent could then open a change ticket. One poisoned source influenced a real decision. Retrievers rank passages using similarity and filters. A highly ranked passage can still present false information to the model, does not prove publishing authority. It does not prove freshness or completeness. A poisoned passage only needs to appear useful. Repeated terms can look contextually important. Conflicting documents may lack an authority hierarchy. The model receives ranking without source judgment. Retrieval rank is not a trust score. Poisoning can corrupt facts, policies, dates, or recommendations. It can also insert instructions into retrieved content. Those instructions may conflict with system rules. The model may confuse evidence with commands. A false fact can mislead an assessment. An indirect instruction can redirect an agent. Both exploit the same trust boundary. Retrieved documents provide data, never authority. System instructions must remain separate and higher priority. Shared vector stores can mix different users' content. Similarity must never determine access. Authorization filters should run before retrieval reaches the model. Tenant, role, and resource permissions must remain enforceable. Source identity must survive chunking and embedding. Every passage needs an owner and classification. Revoked content must leave active indexes. Permission drift can also cause data leakage. Secure retrieval protects integrity and confidentiality. Every passage should retain its source and version, record its owner connector and ingestion time. Integrity checks should detect unexpected document changes. Define authoritative repositories for each domain. Trust sources should not override approved policies. Conflicts should be visible, not silently blended. Citations should open the exact retrieved passage. Reviewers must inspect what shaped the answer. Without provenance, grounded output becomes untraceable persuasion. Allow list knowledge sources for each workflow. Authenticate connectors and restrict content changes. Scan uploads for hidden text and suspicious instructions. Validate metadata instead of trusting document fields. Quarantine new content before high-impact indexing. Review documents defining policy or operational procedures. Separate user submissions from authoritative knowledge. Version ingestion events for reliable rollback. The safest poison passage is never indexed. Inspect passages before placing them into context. Reject invalid source, freshness, or permission data. Label passages as evidence, not executable instructions. Limit one source from dominating context. Retrieve independent sources for consequential claims. Require stronger evidence when documents disagree. Use deterministic rules for critical decisions. Model confidence cannot replace evidence quality. Validate between retrieval and generation. A grounded answer is not an authorized action. Separate retrieval from tool permissions and approvals. Apply least privilege to every consuming agent. Require review before consequential changes. Show reviewer sources conflicts and confidence limits. Block actions from untrusted or changed sources. Allow list action types and bounded parameters. Fail close when provenance cannot be verified. Contain impact when retrieval fails. Log queries, passages, versions, and responses. Preserve evidence supporting consequential recommendations. Alert on source changes or ranking shifts. Track documents influencing unrelated questions. Compare retrieval against safe baselines. Test whether revoked content still appears. Red team every retrieval boundary together. Keep rollback paths for indexes and sources. Monitoring makes suspicious answers investigable. First, inventory every connected knowledge source. Second, classify its owner, authority, and sensitivity. Third, enforce permission-aware retrieval. Fourth, preserve provenance through every processing step. Fifth, validate context for conflicts and freshness. Sixth, require citations for important claims. Seventh, gate consequential actions behind approval. Eighth, log decisions and test rollback. Layered controls reduce failures across the system. Retrieval-augmented generation makes external knowledge immediately useful. That flexibility creates a security boundary. A relevant document is not automatically safe. Treat every retrieved passage as evidence that requires verification. Control ingestion, permissions, provenance, and context. Limit agent actions before corrupted answers can trigger execution. Log evidence trails and test rollback. If you're finding this content useful, please subscribe, like, and comment. Build retrieval systems that earn trust by relying on verified sources.